Namaste to everyone. I am Dr. Mangal Gauri, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Swastharata, Banaras Hindu University. Today we will be studying about the topic occupational health. In today's life, everybody is having an occupation, whether it demands a physical nature of work or a mental. Depending on that, various problems each and everybody faces. For that, various preventive measures as well as interventions have been mentioned. That part we'll be discussing about. Before that, let us see what WHO means about the occupational health, or what are the main objectives behind the occupational health. It is the achievement of health promotion as well as disease prevention to the highest level regarding physical, mental as well as social health of an individual in the given occupational circumstances. So, as I told previously, depending on the situation, whether the job demands a physical work or exposure to different kinds of the factors like physical, chemical, biological. So, depending on that, the demands change as well as the means of intervention also change. So let us discuss before going on for the main topic about the aims. What are the aims of this occupational health? As previously I mentioned, first one is health promotion. It is whatever the existing level of the health is there that you are promoting by different means. The second one is specific protection. If one is exposed for a particular kind of the factor, it may be physical, chemical, biological, then the specific protection regarding that, it depends on the different kinds of the jobs. So that specific protection has to be provided by the side of the organization. Then comes the early diagnosis and treatment. So if one is exposed to a particular kind of a thing which is invariable, like we cannot avoid that by any means, then we have to periodically do the health checkup so that the early diagnosis is possible. That will cause the minimum amount of the damage, and whatever the necessary treatment is there, that has to be given to the person if needed. And then the disability limitation and rehabilitation. Disability limitation and rehabilitation. So if something happens, already the problem has started, then whatever the disability or the disadvantage is there due to that problem, that has to be to the minimum extent, and the rehabilitation. If there is disability, then whatever the rehabilitation, or the person can achieve the maximum level of his efficiency, that has to be taken care of. Again, so what is the object of these particular thing? That is to provide the best work environment. Best work environment in the, that is the thing needed. So that particular thing will be by means of different things, like how we can provide the best work environment so that an individual working in a particular setup is not going to encounter with the various occupational disorders. Then such kind of the environment. Again, in the environment we have different kinds of the things. That is, first thing, there is a transaction or interaction between man and his physical, chemical or biological environment. Here the person is exposed for all these factors. So first thing is physical environment. If we think about it, is in the form of heat, cold, sound, or exposure to the radiations, or any other kind of the physical factor like noise. All these things are going to have an impact on the health of the man who is working in that particular environment. Then the chemicals, like in many of the factories, different kinds of the chemicals are used for manufacturing the goods. So the different kinds of the chemicals, they may be having different effects. It may be in the form of the skin manifestations, it may be in the form of the breathing allergies, or it may be leading to cancers, wherein one who is working in dye industries, etc. they may be, or in the industries wherein the dust is there, inorganic dusts are there. There also the person is exposed to certain kind of the antigens that are going to produce certain diseases, or it may be biological one. The biological one, again, it may be different kinds of the bacteria, viruses, or even the biological agents. So all these things can cause the problem in the man who is working in a particular work setup. The second one is the man and the machine. So whenever we speak about the factories, then man and the machine. So whenever a person is working in a factory, that machine should be of the best quality, or it should not have any defect, or it should not have any protruding things that can cause injury to the person, or else here one more factor is there, enclosures. Whenever the person is working with some hazardous chemical, then proper enclosures should be there for that machine, and it should not be very old, so that there is a chance of certain accident. And again, maintenance of the machines are very much important, because if it is not well maintained, anytime it breaks down, it cuts off, then the accidents can occur in the factory level that can be detrimental to the health of the individual. Further, man and the man. So this is also one more factor that can cause different kinds of the problems. A bit explaining about the man and the man factor. What exactly is the thing? Whenever we are speaking about the health, then we have physical, mental and social. So in that particular circumstance, man and the man interaction becomes a very important factor. Here, the man may be in the form of colleague, or he may be boss, or it may be the other subordinates. Along with that, always whenever we have the psychological factor, then the psychological factor also involves one more factor, that is the how safe we feel, safe and secure. That is the job security. How if somebody is going to take an off, then he'll be scared. so my job is not secure. He'll constantly think about switching on the job again. And the other thing, work satisfaction. Whatever the work he is doing, whether he is satisfied or not, that also plays an important role, because work satisfaction is very important, and how well they are paid, payment. Again, usually the people doesn't want to change if one person is in a well paid and secure job in an environment where there is conducivity is there, or the people who are very cooperative, understanding. In such environment, the people or the employee doesn't want to switch over the job. And again, how exactly the payment system is. And again, there are other factors like welfare conditions. Welfare conditions like different kinds of the health schemes or welfare schemes will be there. Those things, how important that also. And again, incentives. Again, in the factories, if we are getting incentives for doing a good job, then the person usually doesn't switch on the job. And about again, trade unions, wherever the trade unions are there, the employees' voice is raised, and that will be reaching the higher up in the organization, and they will be able to get whatever they need to be, they are in need of, or dire need of their employees will be met with. So these kinds of the factors together, they come under the man and the man environment. They are very important in the work environment of the particular individual. And again, if we think about the entire thing, whatever we spoke about, it comes under ergonomics. Ergonomics, wherein ergon in Greek meaning the work and nomos means the law. Here the fitting of a particular work in the norms of a law, or how well the particular job will be fitted to a particular individual so that he will be getting the maximum benefit. That kind of a thing is ergonomics. So all these factors, that is man to man, man to machine, and man to environment, all these three factors, if they are properly fitted, then it is an ideal environment, and that is what is needed for the good health of the person who is working in a particular work setup. And if these things are not proper, then what happens? Whatever we discussed about those particular hazards, if it is not proper, then it will lead to occupational hazards. That is occupational hazards. Again, as we previously discussed, it may be physical or biological or chemical, or apart from that, mechanical and psychological. So if these things are not proper, these kinds of the hazards can be occurring in an individual. So prevention of these hazards is the basic aim behind the occupational health. So that is for today's class.